Good day everyone, welcome back to BST African Electronic Surgery, and it's Monday. You know, Monday is quite boring. Yeah, the first day of the week you try to get into the mood of fixing things. You know the story about Monday. So what do we have? We have this Samsung laptop. This is coming from our customer, and what the customer is saying, he's saying the laptop is not turning on, has no power. This is Samsung NP300. That's the model of this laptop. A few days ago, I think I once have this model of laptop for repair. So what we can check, obvious, we are checking the charger to see if we have 19 volts. On the screen you can see 19.33. Plug in the charger. The battery is plugged in. We must have some power light here. No life, no sign of life. It's just dead. So what can be the problem? Do you have a motherboard fault, charging port job? Pressing the power on button, nothing, is just dead. No charging light, no turning on. Okay, so let's get inside the laptop quickly. Let's try to get inside this laptop quickly. Hopefully this is simple. Hopefully this is simple. Let's see now. We are inside our laptop. So I can't see anything like blown up component or any visible damage. Or what I can see, what I can see, someone once fixed the charging port. Look how nasty this charging port. I don't know if those pins, they are connected properly. So what I will do, I'll plug in the charger. Let's check for 19 volts on the board. Let's check for 19 volts on the motherboard. We must have 19 volts. We must have voltage. I can't see any voltage on the board. On coils, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0. $19. Okay. I think we need to take out the motherboard. That's what I think. We need to take out the motherboard completely, because from this end I can't see what's really going on here. So why this motherboard is not turning on? Yeah, the port is stuck with some kind of epox. So what's going on here? Plug in the charger. Let's check again. $19. Zero. 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 All the power supplies doesn't have voltage. And I believe the 90 volts is, you can see this big power rail. We have a big power rail, this one, 19 volts, which is coming here. We have two small Mosfets in serial mode under this sellotape and the current sensor. So I want to check for those Mosfets. The input 19, output 0.9. Why the first Mosfet is not driving power? Why? I explained these things so many times. Why the first Mosfet is not driving power? There must be a reason why the first Mosfet is not open. Because on the input, we have 19. On the output, we have 0.95. On the current sensor, 0.95. On the BQ chip, is BQ. We'll go under microscope. On the BQ chip, 18.75 and 0.95, 18.75, 1.9 on pin number 6, AC detect pin. So I think we need to check few things under microscope. That's what I think. We need to go under microscope and check few things. Let's check few things under microscope. Yeah, the board is very dead. The board is very dead. But we can just inspect the board under microscope. 1 second. Let's inspect our motherboard. So check on the charging port here. How dirty is the charging port? These are the wires of the charging port. And that's the charging port. And we have those dirty wires. Someone once tried to do something here. You can see. And the power rail for the 19 volts, you can see that big track. That big track, this one. If you follow this track, this track, this track, this track, we'll see those guys. Here. Those are our input Mosfets. Those are our input Mosfets. here. So the problem, the first MOSFET is okay, but the second MOSFET, the first MOSFET is not passing the 19 volts. That is the problem. And we don't know the reason why. Let me put my microscope on focus. Like this. Let's check the input. The input 19, on the output 0.95, on the gate we have 0.95, but here we must have something like over 20 volts. Okay, so why this MOSFET 4982? This looks like a channel N MOSFET. This looks like a channel N MOSFET. So let's unplug the charger. Diode mode. Let's check the second MOSFET. Check the second MOSFET. The first MOSFET, good. The second MOSFET, is shorted. So now you see why the first MOSFET is not passing 19 volts, because the second MOSFET is shorted. So let me look for another MOSFET. Let's see now. So now we understand why this first MOSFET is not passing 19 volts. This MOSFET 4928 is not passing voltage from drain to source because of a shorted second MOSFET. So let's take down the second MOSFET quickly. Let's take down the second MOSFET. Let's take the second MOSFET. Let's take down the second MOSFET. The MOSFET is out. Replacement. I'm taking replacement from another board doing same thing. Let's see the second one. our MOSFET. Let's solder our MOSFET. Perfect. You can see our MOSFET. That's our new MOSFET. That's our new MOSFET. Hopefully we now have a working motherboard. Hopefully we now have a working motherboard. Let's dry up. Better. Let's check the second MOSFET. Now is that moment to test. Now is that moment to test if this motherboard is working. It is that moment to test whether we have a working laptop or not. So here looks fine on the charging port. Maybe we just need to play with hot glue. But everything is fine here. Everything is fine. All what you need to do is to put the motherboard and see if we now have a working laptop. Let's plug all the connectors back in place. Keyboard connector. We do have this connector for the ports. We have another connector for the hard drive. We have another connector here. And we have the LVDS connector for the screen ribbon cable. And let's put back the screw here. And on the charging port, we need some kind of hot glue to stick the port in position. That's the kind of repair that we have on a Monday. Monday repairs. This looks was a simple one, and I guess you must have a working laptop here. I guess you must have a working laptop. I'm just curious to see if we have a working laptop. Plug in the charger. I've seen some sparks, and you can see this green light. Power on the laptop, on, fan spinning, and we have picture. You can see Samsung. Obviously there's no hard drive, so it's trying to boot, but the hard drive is missing. You can see the writing on top of the screen. All boot options tried. F4 key recover, what. So the job is done. So basically that's how you can diagnose and fix a dead laptop motherboard. What was the problem? If I am to ask what was the problem, the first Mosfet was not driving the 19 volts because the second Mosfet was shorted. You can see this small Mosfet, that was the culprit. So I'll stop this video now. Obviously I'll put it all together, and I'm 100% sure the job is done. So what can I say? Have a great Monday. Also, don't forget to like, comment and share. Also to subscribe our videos. Probably if you turn on the notification bell, that will help you whenever we post something. You won't miss any updates from the channel. See you on the next one. Bye.